We're going to start, like we start a lot of the workshops, with some self-care, some massage. I created the Yoga Tune-Up Teacher Training Program because there was a huge need for more classes, and I had a lot of my top senior students saying, I want to teach this, I want to teach this. How can I do it? Take a moment to feel how nice the stretch is.
In my first class with Jill, I just felt alive in parts of my body that I hadn't felt alive in before.
I traditionally studied Hatha and then went into vinyasa type classes. You know, it's a series of poses and you never really sit in a pose for a minute to just really feel what's going on in your body because you're constantly flowing and moving. And with Yoga Tune-Up, have a just experiential difference.
A lot of times in yoga we talk about the body is secondary to the pose, whereas Jill focuses on finding what works for an individual's body and then exploring that. I had to keep coming back. I know, I never stopped. And that was it. I didn't really go back to the other stuff.
Yoga Tune-Up is probably the most fun training that I've ever had before, even though that doesn't look like fun on my face.
Oh, Yoga Tune-Up is very playful. We do unconventional, novel things that actually promote fitness, but one of the things that they do is they make the mind come alive.
I love Jill's imagination and creativity, and she's a lot more creative than I am.
I don't know anybody else that has, the mud flap girl asana.
I'm taught by Jill to think out of the box.
It's not so formulaic for a student. It's very individual. I have a lot more license to be creative about an action instead of stuck into these specific asanas that have been around for 2,000 years.
So this is for all your students who have computer stress, they're using their internal rotators all the time. The Yoga Tune-Up Teacher Trainings are loaded with anatomy and physiology. Students will leave there knowing the biomechanics of the human body.
It's smart yoga because you really learn about your body. It's not just look pretty in your pose.
My students have reported back to me getting massive changes in how much they can rotate and move and articulate their limbs.
I had a quadratus lumborum injury for many years, and Yoga Tune-Up was the only thing that's been able to help me heal that. And you learn how to offer that information to other people.
I can see beyond the pretty aesthetics of what students were doing, and I can see into where they're limited and where I can help.
So you're actually teaching your students about body position, directions of movement. So if I said flexion, extension, they knew what I meant. And I was educating them, and so by the time you get to something that could be problematic, like a downward dog or a forearm balance, the problem spots are already ironed out, so to speak.
My students over and over again will come to me and tell me that they've learned so much more in a Yoga Tune-Up class than in any other yoga class that they've ever experienced before.
The Yoga Tune-Up Teacher Training gives you access to a teaching community. We have physical therapy experts that come in. One of our experts is the go-to guy at UCLA in physical therapy. His name is Sean Hampton. We have speech experts and coaching experts.
You get so much support as a Yoga Tune-Up teacher. The monthly teleconferences on the phone, where we all get together and talk.
We have people from all over the world, and I'll present new information. Sometimes we'll actually do a class on the phone. Teachers also have placement on our website, and we're able to help promote them and market them.
Jill is constantly reaching out, and I've found more success in the last year as a Yoga Tune-Up teacher than in my 15 years of teaching.
I see my teachers prospering, and that is like the greatest gift ever, that people who enroll and really commit to being a part of this family, they're taken care of, and they are able to be fruitful in the world and to manifest their purpose, which is to help people.